Hey friends, Richard here. Welcome back to the channel. And this is my update for October sales for eBay. I've been putting this video off, and I apologize if anybody who's subscribed has been waiting for my update. I don't make a lot of videos, but I do like to track my progress on eBay through my videos. We had a lot of good things happen in October. My account got upgraded, sales increased, and just a lot of sales, actually, more than ever before. So I added a lot of items to my store. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I mean, I'm at about 330 items now total. Every time I get a little bit ahead, I get pushed back from the amount of sales. So it's kind of a good problem to have because I've got sales going through. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into what's sold on eBay for October 2025. So let's take a look here. And these are in no particular order, by the way. So looking at this was Gloria Vanderbilt woman's jeans. And I was kind of discouraged, I don't know why, about putting Gloria Vanderbilt jeans up on eBay for sale because they're so generic and the market is just so flooded. But the reality is people will buy what's in their size. So these were size 12 mint green. So yeah, those sold for $15. Moving on, this was best offer. I think I let these go for $10. These were Victorious extra large denim jogger lounging pants. Kind of cool, not my style, but people like them, and these sold, I think it was for a best offer of $10. So I charge about $10 for shipping. So, and I only pay about $2 a pair for my jeans. So anyway, this was a North Face HyVent DT waterproof hooded rain jacket, and this sold once. The guy canceled it on me, and then someone else bought it afterward immediately. I think I paid about $7 for this, which is kind of high for what I like to pay for my items, just generally. But I will, shell out a little bit more if I see that there's value there. So that was a really good sale. Moving on, we have Jones New York Essex skinny jeans, women's size 6, and these went off at about $17 plus $10 shipping. And it's interesting because, if you ask me, skinny jeans are kind of out of style. People are wearing the baggy kind of skater jeans, but what the hell do I know? People will buy what they will buy on eBay, and that's just the way it goes. It's not for me to judge what's in fashion and what's not. So I just post stuff up and get out of the way and see what happens. This was a nice pair of Levi's 512 bootcut jeans. This was like new, and I took best offer on these. I think I took $12 plus shipping. So somebody got a great deal on these, and I try to take a lot of pictures, a lot of measurements, which I admit it's time consuming. Pardon me. It is kind of going extra mile, but it shows that you care about, you want the people to see what you're listing. I see people listing jeans, with 2 or 3 pictures of their jeans, and it baffles me why somebody would buy something like that from them. I suppose it works for some, but I want to be a little more thorough and give the customers a better look at what I'm selling. These are obviously men's Dockers, 34-32 khaki pants, 100% cotton. Nice pair of pants, like new. 34-32. $18 plus shipping, and I think I picked these up at 50% off sale at Salvation Army. I believe there were like $4 or something like that. Salvation Army does 50% off once a month. And when they do that, my wife and I saddle up and go in there and try to pick up what we can. This is another pair that I bought for $2. Kind of stylish youth pair of jeans. Moto biker style, at least that's what ChatGPT told me when I asked about the description for these jeans. Very stylish. I could picture some kid sporting these, riding around on his dirt bike around the neighborhood or whatever. These are youth size 14. Sold for every bit of $12.49 and $10 shipping. So some kids happy with those, I bet. This is a Burton After Hours jacket. This is a snowboarding jacket, and somebody got a good deal on this. I think I let it go for $20. I think I paid $10 for it, but I've got some other pieces of outerwear I'm really going to focus on getting sold or listed for potential sales now that we're getting into the season. So if you have outerwear laying around in your death pile, I suppose you need to get it up there now, because it will sell most likely during this time of year. So it's a very nice jacket. I could have priced it a little bit higher, but I wanted to move my inventory, and I think I paid like $7 for this. So anyway, here's a woman's size 12, 9 West jeans, and these are a relaxed pair of jeans. I got $9.97 for these 9 West jeans. I just kind of price my jeans primarily at what the median price point is that eBay has given me. I do some research on them, but if nothing is screaming at me, hey, these are very valuable, and you need to price these higher than what you can kind of tell. Just kind of run of the mill jeans are pretty easy to spot. So, but people will buy them, and if you're in this are thinking about selling jeans on eBay, I would encourage you to get into it. I think that there's kind of an attitude that I've come across that selling jeans on eBay is dead. It is absolutely not. In fact, if you look on this, or let me see, I got this camera switched around. This table back here is probably about, 60 pairs of jeans there that I need to get listed up. And I'm going to do that, actually start on that right after this video. So back to what's sold. This was a Western Digital 2 terabyte hard drive, and good deal. I think I bought this during the pandemic because computer parts were kind of scarce, and I was kind of Frankensteining my own computer together to do some stuff online, but it didn't pan out. I didn't finish the project. I stored it away, and I took a hit on it and let it go on eBay. I admit it's probably worth about $100, but I just wanted to move it out and get some money out of it and just reinvest. That said, I think there's kind of a predominant attitude about, oh, well, you're losing money if you're selling stuff on eBay for less than you paid for it. And I would push back a little bit on that and say, yeah, you've lost 100% of your money if you just have it laying around your house and you've done nothing with it too. So list it, put it out there, and let somebody else use it. Give it new life and just set it free. So that's kind of been my attitude lately. And so back to the video. What's sold. These are men's Levi's 512, 34 by 32, in a taper fit. Somebody got these for the full $18 rather. And, I always put these up on best offer. I put all my pants up on our best offer. And it's interesting. A lot of times people won't use a coupon. They won't exercise their right to, ask me what the best offer is or whatever. If they find something that they like and the size is right, boom, they push buy it now and it is sold. So I tend to put up best offer on all of my jeans, and it's been working out. So anyway, let's move on. Lucky Brand men's 410 athletic slim jeans, size 32-34. And if you notice here, I tend to experiment a little bit with my formatting of my titles, using a slash in the size, waist length, obviously, but I don't know that it makes a difference. I think that eBay knows because, down here it will give you a spot to put in your waist size, etc. So I'm not even sure that it makes sense to put the size in the title, other than it can jump out to somebody who's running a search. But eBay knows what size these are based on your keyword input. So anyway, $12.99 on these, $9.89 shipping. So yeah, they pulled the trigger on that without best offer. Here's another one, no best offer at all. They just pulled the trigger. These are hiking pants. I think this is pronounced Kuhl, and these were actually returned from somebody else. And I turned around and relisted these, and they almost immediately sold, which is nice. I think somebody knew what the RN number is. They may have been worth a little bit more than $26.99, but after taking the hit on paying partial shipping costs and whatnot to get these sent back to me, I just figured I'm just going to list these a little bit lower and let eBay work its magic and get some of my money back. So that's what I did on that. And let's move on. This was a Chargers football jersey. During football season, obviously, they're going to sell a little bit more. But what's interesting about this one is this was a high school team, an Agoura high school team jersey, which Agoura is about 30 minutes away from me. So I frequent different Goodwills and Salvation Army, secondhand stores, whatever in the area. And sometimes I go to my Outliers, and I picked this up there, I think, for like $9. And I believe I took $20 on this, and they paid the full shipping amount. So $30, and not a bad pickup and sale. So let's move on. Again, more jeans, 32 by 30 Old Navy straight tapered jeans, $14.97. Our best offer. There was no best offer requested on these. Again, people just pull the trigger. So use the best offer and don't worry about it. Levi's women's curve ID slight curve classic. So I guess I got curve in there twice. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's because of the name of the jeans, but anyway, I did accept best offer on these. I want to say these went out for $10, and about $10 on the shipping. So, I'm not looking to make a killing on any one pair of jeans. I'm trying to average things out and just get a lot of stuff out the door. So these were Levi's 711 skinny women's jeans, size 31 waist, and these went off for $10 too. I think that somebody got a good deal on these. These were pre-owned good and obviously in very good condition. But let's take a minute and look at some of the other pictures of what people, do with their jeans. And I'm not hating on anybody, but I don't know. Mine, I think my pictures just hit a little better than others, I think. Just a matter of opinion. I like the lay flat. I don't like the hanging type look. Moving on. These are Carhartt rugged flex relax fit, and I sold these for $20. So somebody got a nice pair of canvas work pants Carhartts for $20. Anything Carhartt I always pick up. It's You hear so much about Carhartt and Patagonia and all of these styles that, I don't know about you, but I just don't come across them. It's a real unicorn. I think I found a Patagonia cotton shirt at the secondhand store, and it was a very nice piece. And you know what? I just gave it to my daughter. It's just so hard to come across, and I could have made a few bucks on it, but obviously I can't keep these because I can't fit in a 30 by 34 size pair of pants. But anyway, I let these go for $20 and about $10 shipping. Here's another pair of pants I let go for $10 and little bit on the rugged side. I mean, not bad, but if you look at the label on these, they're a little bit laundered, and yeah, there it is, just kind of busted off. But sometimes people like these like that, and who am I to judge? I'm just here to post stuff and just kind of get out of the way and see what works out. I think I let these go for $10 and the $10 shipping that I charge. So here's a nice pair of Levi's, women's size 14M. I don't pretend to know much about women's sizes yet. I guess I'm still kind of learning, but 32 by 30 I can understand, and these are a pretty nice pair of pants. I have no intention of being a storage facility. So, I put best offer up like I've already stated a couple times. And if you give me a best offer, I'm going to take it and I'm going to move the stuff. I'm looking to average out for an average number on my sales monthly, not to make a killing on one item. Here are Goodfellow and Co. black skinny jeans, men's 36 by 30. Hang on a second. I want to back up and ask you, when it comes to making sales on eBay for yourself, are you really looking to knock it out of the park on every item, or will you take a small amount of money on a best offer for an item and just to move it and move on and play another day and just free up the capital? I'm interested in what you think about that. I started this whole endeavor with $400, and I'm just rolling the money for the inventory purchases out of the money that I'm getting back out of eBay. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I have 332 items up right now, I believe, for sale. And that came from that initial $400. So plus all of these sales, and it's working for me. I'm interested in volume, and I'm interested in reinvesting the same money that I'm making. I'm not trying to make a living out of this right now. However, I am trying to build a huge store and use that initial $400 to do it. So just kind of a little bit of inside baseball on my business model, I suppose. So I would be interested in hearing what others are doing or what their philosophy is. I don't say it enough probably in my videos, but please like, share, comment, all that good stuff. helps go a long way with my little channel. I'm trying very hard to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please consider it. Thanks. So back to the video. Goodfellow and Co. Black skinny jeans, men's 36 by 30, $12.99 or best offer. They didn't ask for best offer again, and they just pulled the trigger on the buy it now. This is a cool little watch. I sat on this for, I don't know, a couple of years. It was busted. I fixed it. I got some batteries or whatever and repaired it. This was a good deal. Somebody offered me $20 for it. They're not worth that much. I may have spent too much time kind of refurbishing this and whatnot. Some gal, who lives a couple hours from me, bought this. And if she's happy, more power to her. I gave it a new home where someone could enjoy it. And I think I let it go for like $25. But they're not worth that much money anyway. I thought I really found something when I found this, and they're just not worth that much. So live and let live and set it free. Next, moving on, here's another pair of jeans, women's jeans, size 10 long, and for those tall girls, this pair of jeans were in very good condition. $13 roughly, and $10 shipping. This was a pretty good find. I got this for $25. This is a combo on a VHS to DVD recorder. And I posted this, and it sold in about an hour. So whenever that happens to me, I always think, man, I sold it too cheap, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm in business to make money, and I'm not in business to store stuff. So just kind of goes with my philosophy, you know, set it free and, you know, let it go live somewhere else. I was never going to use this in my house. Back to the jeans. 7 for All Mankind, women's size 38-30. These sold, I think it was for $20, and I've been doing free shipping as an experiment, and I'll probably talk about this a little bit more in another video. But basically, well, now is as good a time to bring it up as any, I suppose. Basically, I had a consultation with an eBay consultant who works for eBay. And it was kind of weird. I saw something in the eBay news that said that they were conducting one-on-ones and that I was free to apply for a time slot. So I did, and then I got an email that said, thanks for applying. Unfortunately, the schedule's full, blah, blah, blah. And then just one day out of the blue, they contacted me and said, hey, we have a slot open, and they gave me a time. And they said, can you do this? And I said, sure. So I spoke to the to the consultant, and what he said made a lot of sense. So I thought I would experiment a little bit. Well, he said a lot of things that made sense, but the particular thing was about free shipping. He says, imagine you're a buyer, and when you go to eBay to shop, he said, many people, the first thing they do is they set up a filter and they click free shipping. And then they run all the items on eBay that are offering free shipping because they want to get the best deal possible. And he said, if your items are not listed up there with free shipping, then you are not going to show up in that filtered search. And then he asked me, don't you like free shipping? And I said, yeah, I do, but I don't want to pay for everybody's shipping because it's about $10. And he said, don't worry about that. Just build it in the price and see what happens. He said, just, take it or leave it. It's just my thought. He said, experiment, on some of your items. And so I did. And some of them have sold, some of them haven't, but I've decided to, for items that are over 90 days old on my shop, I'm going to modify them and offer free shipping and just kind of build it up into the price and see where it goes. If they're still on my store, my shop or whatever, another month later, then I'm just going to start reducing them drastically in clearance and let them fall off of the shop. Like I said, I'll just donate them back. I'm not real interested in running a storage facility here, and I'm trying to get fresh inventory. He also told me one thing, and then another thing that I think is very important, and then I'll move on. I've heard a lot of people say that killing your listing once it doesn't sell and relisting it so that it gets a new listing number on eBay doesn't make any difference. After 90 days, he told me you should absolutely consider killing your listings if nobody's seen them, modifying a little bit and check the pricing and whatnot and give it a refresh in the eBay algorithm. He said it absolutely works. Even if you change nothing, he said, it'll just get bumped up in the search rankings again. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. So let's get back to this and what sold. 7 for All Mankind, women's 38 by 30. I think we already looked at this. I think I took $20 on that. I've been selling these watch batteries. I've sold a few of them now, and it's just kind of bizarre. You know, there's not a lot of money to be made in something this low. Obviously, this is a little chart that ChatGPT made for me, and these pictures. Pardon me. But, you know, the shipping and the time involved, whatever. I bought a small bulk purchase of a few different kinds of batteries because I have a bunch of old watches that I purchased at an auction and that I was replacing the batteries in and reselling the watches. And also I decided to try and sell the batteries. So it's been somewhat successful, but probably more hassle than it's worth. So anyway. Let's move on. This was a men's jeans 32 by 30 in slim blue soft flex stretch denim. And I had put this up here in a couple of my listings. I made this kind of nifty. Your order ships directly from our small family-owned business in the USA. I don't know if this helps, but I do know that, you know, a lot of shippers outside of the U.S. have been challenged with tariffs and things have changed considerably. So, you know, I don't know. This, using the flag and stuff in your listings, I guess you're kind of risking looking a little too political, which I think is kind of silly. But anyway, someone told me that, so I don't know. What do you think about that? Should you use something like this in your listing or not? Please comment below. Let's move on. Oh, these jeans, I think I took $15 on these, by the way, so $10 shipping. Women's size 30 by 32, Levi 725. These were in very good shape. These went out for about $15 with $10 shipping. No best offer required. Same thing on these Levi's, size 27 by 28, model 710. And these went out without a best offer. $27. And again, I offered free shipping on these. And the way I can tell if I offer free shipping is I put a little FSE after the SKU number. And let me see. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, right here. Excuse me. And that just means free shipping experiment. So this is my SKU, and FSE means free shipping experiment. So I'm looking to see how many of these sell in November with the FSE, and it's been working. This was $10 to ship. This obviously showed up in somebody's filtered search for free shipping, I would imagine. And yeah, so $10 on shipping and $17 on the pants. So that's pretty good. Nicorette OTC Stop Smoking Gum. I bought a bunch of these recently. The Rite Aids around Los Angeles had all filed for, well, excuse me, Rite Aid went into bankruptcy. And I bought a bunch of these Nicorettes, I think the last day just before they were closing. And these things usually sell for like $48 a box, right? So I think I was getting these for like $5-10 a box. I bought a bunch of them, and they sold pretty well. So I did offer a great deal on them. So somebody got a really good deal on these. But, you know, I hope whoever bought these is able to quit smoking, because I think that, you know, I'm sorry if you're a smoker, but you can't smoke and be intelligent at the same time. I'm sorry. So good luck. I hope that you quit one day. So let's move on. Um, these were Jennifer Lopez women's skinny jeans, distress size 8. And I think I sold these for all of $9 or something like this. I didn't even know Jennifer Lopez had her own fashion line, but lo and behold, so yeah, stressed out. Definitely that looks like JLo right there, but anyway, I digress. Let's move on. And women's size 25, Jessica Simpson, flare jeans. So this is what the kids are wearing today. These are slit here at the bell, and the waist on these are so tiny. I don't know what a size 25 is, but it says 25 right here. So charmed flare. These sold for $20 and $10 shipping. So thank you, Jessica Simpson. I think that's kind of my celebrity jeans story on what sold for October. So anyway, getting back to this, Old Navy kids bib overalls, and I was a little bit, I don't want to say perplexed, but kind of questioned myself how to photo these. So I put the straps out in this kind of arched manner, and I think that might have helped get these sold. I don't know. And I always take, of course, as many pictures as I can. So there are a lot of pictures of my stuff. These, if you look at my jeans, which I really go the extra mile on it, there is work involved. So anyway, yeah, $10 shipping, and I think I took $10. So these are adjustable for kids, and my heart goes out to the kids, and the parents buying clothing for their kids. Typically, I would practically give kids clothes away if I needed to. I mean, I feel like if you're buying your children's kids on clothes on eBay, it's because you need to. So God bless the parents who do that and buy new things for their kids. I have a real soft spot for the young ones. I'm a father of 4 daughters, and anyway, enough about that. Women's size 14 straight leg jeans, Westport denim, $16, our best offer. They didn't ask for best offer. These just went right out at the $16. Somebody liked these and sold $10 shipping. So let's move on. I think these went out for $10, I believe, and it took a best offer. Again, Joe's jeans, kids or boys jeans, size 12. They had the elastic adjustable waistband. And, I've only been doing this since, I want to say, mid-July. So I'm still kind of learning what all this, about clothing and the different variations, the kids, women's, whatever. So it's kind of been a journey and an experience. And I think sometimes I give good deals, and for the most part, I try to keep things priced fairly and take a reasonable price for things. But other times, I might not be able to figure out what I have and don't really want to take the time to deal with it and just move on. So I pass those deals on. So look for me on eBay. Men's 34 by 32 Arizona jeans, 100% cotton. These are a nice pair of pants. I'd let these go for $15, and cool pair of working pants. I sell a lot of jeans to customers in rural areas, and they don't have access to the vast amount of clothing in some parts of the country that we do here in Los Angeles. So thanks for shopping my store, and God bless you guys out there. So anyway, moving on. Men's straight leg jeans, 44 by 30, Urban Star. These went out the door for the $16, and I priced these just a couple bucks above median asking price, which I typically do. And these were $10 shipping, and somebody pulled the trigger on it. And it's because the size was probably just right for him. And let's move on here. Oh, this is an interesting item. I took $90 for this. Okay. This Yamaha electric drum machine. I purchased these drumsticks so that I could put this in as part of the package. I even had my daughter test these. And that's enough. Thank you, honey. And she got this working. This was a nice set, you know, 2 switches for left and right. Has all of these inputs, outputs, whatever, and batteries. I try to take as many pictures as I could. Here's the deal. $35 at the secondhand store, and $30 to ship it, $7 for the drumsticks, and you know, the moral of the story is I'm probably better off when it comes to electronics sticking to the DVD, VCR, dubbing units, and stay away from this was just more trouble than it's worth. I had to do special packaging, and shipping really ate up a lot of money, even with the discounted shipping on eBay. This was free shipping, and I let it go. I probably made about $10 on that. So a lot of capital wrapped up in something that didn't really pan out, but at least I got my money back. So anyway, let's get back to the pants. Levi's 512 slim taper jeans, men's 30 by 32, blue denim, and I think I took $15 for these, and $10 shipping. So somebody got a pretty nice pair of Levi's there. And women's blue 27 by 27 Madewell. These went out to a gal, and she just pulled the trigger on buy it now, didn't even ask for any best offer, and paid full shipping. So yeah, glad that worked out. Here's another pair of Carhartt pants. I had 2 pairs of these. My wife actually found these, and they were both the same size. And you know what I've learned kind of thrifting out in the stores might be worth mentioning, that if you find something that is interesting or worth purchasing that has potential for a resale, there's a pretty good chance that right next to it or in the same vicinity is going to be another one of the same items. So that said, I mean, I picked up 3 Untuck It shirts in the same, they were like right next to each other, like the same person that donated them. She picked up these 2 Carhartt pants right next to each other. So anyway, it's easy to just kind of glaze over stuff, and I do that myself because it all just kind of becomes a blur, you know, after a while. But now for November, actually, I'm dedicated to listing more and shopping less. So anyway, yeah. These went for, I think this was $20. And so let's get back into this. These were Levi's men's straight fit jeans, 38 by 30. These jeans are being returned, and this person, Coltron Ray, or Ray Coltron, God bless him for trying, but they didn't fit him. These 38 by 30s is what he claims, and he's sending them back. And I try to be as thorough as I can with my measurements and pictures and whatnot. I mean, as far as condition goes and all of that. You know, so if it's not something that fits you right, it's kind of on you. So I see people selling pants where they got 3 pictures and none of these measurements on there are thorough pictures of the tags and whatnot. It is a little bit of an extra mile to do all of this, but that's okay. It helps me to avoid returns, and some of the feedback I get on my jeans are like, these fit great, good, well packaged and whatnot, and good communication. I do my best to offer good service on eBay, as I'm sure many of you do, and I want to be thorough. I don't want stuff to come back, but I think people sometimes too buy my Levi's thinking that they're going to find some sort of gold nugget or collectible pair of Levi's or whatever, which is fine. I mean, if you want to dig for Levi's gold, that's up to you. But it's interesting because many of the pants that I get returned are men's Levi's. I sell more women's pants than I do men's. And when I sell men's, it's often Levi's. And more of the returns that I've had have been men's Levi's. So I don't know why that is, but anyway, could be coincidental. This is a really cool piece. I sold this little brooch here for full asking $20, $5 to ship. And this is kind of an older, I called it an Art Deco piece. I think they used to sell these at JCPenney and costume jewelry back in the day. If you ever go to the mall and walk through by the perfume counters, they often have these displays there too with these little brooches and pens and whatnot. And this is an older one that I purchased that was part of an auction. I just think these are kind of neat, and I still have a bunch of them to list. I plan on listing more this November, but this particular one was one of a kind that I had, and somebody got a good deal on this. I think it's very nice. It's kind of a neat piece. So $20 and $5 shipping, which is probably more than it cost originally. It was probably like $7.99. Excuse me. Moving on, we got another pair of women's 9R 29 by 28 Hollister, and eBay is flooded with Hollister stuff. There's a lot of Hollister stuff on eBay, so I was a little bit discouraged when I saw that and listing these. But again, I try to stay true to my philosophy. Just list it and get out of the way and see what happens. It's not really up to me. So anyway, this was a Versace shirt. This was one of my main entrees for my sales. I had this listed for a couple of months, and I found this in the thrift store. And if you think that you can't find designer items on the rack at the thrift store, you would be wrong, but they are far and few between. But this was a really nice t-shirt. It smelled kind of bad when I bought it. I don't think that they washed it at all. I washed it, tidied it up, and listed it. It has this Versace Medusa head there. Sold for $83. I've got a couple of bites on it, people trying to buy it for $60, and I just held out on this, and I ended up getting close to $100 with shipping. I think I paid $9.99 for this or something like that. So really good pickup on that. So here's a Carhartt flannel. Somebody got a great deal on this. They offered me $20, and I did free shipping with this, and I let it go. It's not my size. I'm not extra large. You got to put another X in front of that to get me to fit into this. But it was a cool flannel, and first one I found in the wild that was Carhartt, and you can really tell, this with these Carhartt products. I mean, you just hold them in your hand, 100% cotton. They're heavy, they're thick, and they're just made really well. So yeah, 97% cotton on this one, 3% spandex. So we'll call it 100%, but you get my point. These are really nice, and if it were extra double X, I would have kept it for myself. But anyway, no sense in crying about that. I let it go. This was L.L.Bean size 4P, 26 by 26. And I think I let these go for $10. And these are lined women's jeans. I'm sorry, it was $20 I let them go for, because I wouldn't have done $10, obviously, because of the free shipping. It cost me $10 to ship them. But anyway, had this kind of this flannel-lined jeans, and these are really nice. I thought they were nice for, some of these areas where it's a lot colder than it is out here in Los Angeles. But 26 by 26, so a little bit small, but a nice pair of pants nonetheless. So bringing it home here, this was a Vans hoodie pullover. I took $20 for this, and $9 shipping. And I think I kind of worked this list in reverse. This was one of the first things that I sold last month. And this was in used condition, but still a nice hoodie nonetheless, especially if you're into skateboarding, that sort of thing. Vans men's extra large full zip hoodie. So anyway, I hope somebody's enjoying that. Kenneth Cole men's slim fit jeans, size 31. And I just listed these for $10. They went out the door with the $9 shipping on these. So yeah, wasn't a lot of money to be made on these, but I took the pictures of them and listed them. Some of these jeans now, I just separate them out. I don't, like I said, I showed you the table of jeans that I got behind me over here. That way by the light, right under my warning F-bomb sign. And probably about 60 pairs right there. And everything else, I think there were, I want to say about another 140 pairs. I take them to the swap meet. I've secured a spot at the flea market, and I am selling my jeans that I'm not listing on eBay there. So anyway, I'm trying to use the money from the flea market to reinvest in more jeans and just keep this thing growing. So that's a little inside baseball on my business. Last but not least, we have women's size 4 American Eagle jegging skinny jeans, $14, $15, I'm sorry, $14.99, $9.89 shipping, and that's it. So this list was gone over really in no particular order. These are all just things that sold throughout the month of October, and I hope that you found this interesting. And just before I let you go, I wanted to show you my dashboard here. And let's see. So we passed the 100 order mark, and total sold in the past 90 days about $3,380. And it's kind of interesting. I also got a upgrade status for my seller level, moved up to top rated, which is pretty sweet because you can only get that if you sell more than $1,000 and have 100 orders. So I worked hard for that, I feel like, and I was just my account was always in good standing, my feedback, whatever, but I just kind of let things go very early on just for the sake of getting sales. and to reach this top-rated seller status. So my understanding with that is that it puts you higher up in the search results because you become a preferred vendor for eBay and you kind of do what you say you're going to do. It took me over 3 months to get there, which is fine. I mean, I did make it past the dreaded 90-day burnout stage, and I'm still standing. So I hope that a lot of you who find challenges staying motivated watch this video and stick with eBay. So anyway, if you want to learn some more things about what I'm going to be doing with my eBay store and whatnot for November, please watch the next video, and we're going to leave it at that for now. Thanks so much.